Let's take on our next story. You know, for the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC, expanding the frontiers and influence across the country is a task it has set for itself. Ahead of a planned presidential visit to Adamawa State, the APC is focused on strengthening party unity and mobilizing support for President Bola Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. In addition, the occasion is designed to drum more support for the party in the state. According to the APC chairman in the state, Idris Shaibu, President Tinubu has demonstrated leadership and performance since assumption of office. His records, the chairman adds, leave no room for alternative considerations. In 2027, we'll share some perspectives on the visit with you. Let's go there.
Preparations are in top gear across Adamawa State ahead of President Bola Tinubu's visit, with political stakeholders across party lines joining efforts to welcome the president. The visit is expected to spotlight ongoing infrastructure development in the state under Governor Ahmadu Umar Fintiri, whose projects have drawn commendations even from APC-led federal government. On two separate occasions, the federal government has recognized the Adamawa State governor for achievements in infrastructure delivery. During the visit, President Tinubu is scheduled to commission several landmark projects, including the Jimeta Model School, the underpass near the fire service, one of 3 major flyovers built in the state capital, the newly constructed High Court complex, and the new government house. The president is also expected to perform the groundbreaking ceremony for a new National Youth Service Corps orientation camp in the state. Some APC leaders who spoke to TVC News say their party is fully prepared to receive the president and support activities lined up for the visit.
We are receiving number one citizen of Nigeria, who is the number one citizen of the whole political parties. He is the president of the Republic of Nigeria, even though he belongs to a political party, but certainly he is the leader of Nigeria. And in APC here in Adamawa, with our counterparts, the ruling party, under the leadership of Governor Ahmadu Umar Fintiri, the APC and the PDP have united to receive the president in a very big way, especially that this is the first time he is coming to Adamawa as a president. The last time he came to Adamawa was 3 years ago, exactly around this time, around February. He came, January or February, he came 3 years ago as a candidate. And he's coming back today as a president. So that's why the APC and the PDP united, and we are working with all other stakeholders, from our traditional rulers, from our businessmen, from our party faithfuls, from all sides. We are doing wonderfully well to receive him, and he's going to have a very big reception in Adamawa State.
Well, let's be very sincere. Talking about the coming of the president to Adamawa State, every right-thinking person should be excited that the number one citizen of the country is coming to commission projects that are worthy of commissioning by such a personality. Whether you like it or not, take it. Governor Fintiri's projects are projects that demands the best to commission them. And his coming, it cuts across all political parties. If you look at it, you can tell that definitely the attraction, someone once said that Baba Tinubu built Lagos, and today we have a Fintiri building Adamawa State. What do you expect? Men of like minds when it comes to development, when it comes to building national outlook for us to have what we call the Project Adamawa, the Project Nigerian First. These are the ideologies that we have. And I think these are the ideologies that tend to cut across virtually these two great men. So having the president, Baba Tinubu, come to Adamawa State to commission the projects done by a very outstanding personality like Governor Ahmadu Umar Fintiri, it's something that whether you are an APC, PDP, whatever political party, you should be more than excited. And this is a sign that Nigeria is getting it right. That's the truth. So forget about whatever, the ADC or whatever, forget whatever they are saying. Consider this the bedrock on which we are building the new Nigeria. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Governor Fintiri recently addressed growing speculations about his possible defection from the PDP to the APC, saying consultations with political stakeholders are still ongoing.
About whether Fintiri will defect or he will not defect. If that is the wish of my people, for me to defect, I have no choice because the politics is all about them. But then there are people who are making noise. There are people who have made their life to be political merchants. They are so jittery. They are afraid. I think I'm coming with a value. I'm coming with a lot of prospect. I'm coming with a lot of votes to add to wherever and whatever that we are going to do. So I think there's nothing to be afraid. Adamawa is ours. We have built this organic connection through developments and infrastructure that we have developed and given to our people, particularly human capital. And so I think we are good to go.
Political analysts say the current political climate in Adamawa State suggests shifting alliances, adding that if Governor Fintiri eventually defects, it could significantly reshape the state's political landscape. Some believe such a move could strengthen the APC's chances in future elections, given what they describe as growing grassroots support for the party.
All right, folks, welcome back. We're still in Adamawa State. So, gentlemen, BKO, Adamawa, very, very peculiar here. Former vice president, a politician from there.
Yes, and is the driving force of the ADC, which is now seen as the main opposition party with PDP almost dead. They are seen as the main opposition party now. The future of the PDP is in the balance. The courts will decide, but for now ADC is seen as the arrowhead of the opposition.
Okay.
And Atiku Abubakar is seen as the likely presidential candidate of the ADC. Governor Fintiri has done so much in Adamawa State. I was there recently to review his book titled The Man They Could Not Stop. And I saw a very beautiful state capital with a lot of bridges. Yes, you can see if the quality of road network that I saw in Adamawa reminds me of River State, the kind of roads that Julius Baja constructed for Yison Wike. That was what I saw in Yola. In fact, I lost my way because the city has changed.
Okay.
6 flyovers, cottage hospitals, schools renovated, and in some cases reconstructed. He has shown that in terms of infrastructure, he's one of the best governors in our country, and he's even won an infrastructure prize before. Okay. So I'm not surprised. This is why he's confident to bring the president to come and inaugurate projects in his state.
Yeah.
Before you can call the president to come and inaugurate projects, it must be because you have something to show. So in terms of infrastructure, there is real competition between the governor of Borno State and the governor of Adamawa State.
Okay.
This governor Fintiri brought the first flyover bridge to the whole of the Northeast.
Oh, really?
Yes, the first flyover. He was the one who constructed it, and we've seen even Zulum construct about 4 flyovers, 3-4 flyovers after that. And talking about schools, everyone knows that in terms of school infrastructure, Zulum is the best in Nigeria. So I'm happy that the president will have good projects to inaugurate in that place. And perhaps some political developments may happen.
We'll follow. Yeah, Mayor, Governor Fintiri is playing a waiting game. You know, you heard him say, if it is the wish of my people,
Yes,
I will jump.
I see this state visit like a form of consolidation. Fintiri is one of the most powerful persons within PDP. But PDP is a dying party. They have a lot of crises. They will not be able to solve their crisis. And Fintiri is with the Wike faction. In fact, if you remember, during the conference in Ibadan, when Wike was announced, we went against it, and they agree with others. So it's somebody who is there, but I see him porting to PDP, to APC.
APC.
So this is just a form of consolidation, because now they are seeing the visit not as a PDP event, because it's a PDP governed state, but it's a combination of PDP and APC.
And APC.
The APC are very much involved.
In fact, let me tell you that during his book launch, APC outspent PDP at his book launch. And PDP leaders, Bukola Saraki, Turaki, they were all there. But the APC members donated more at the book launch than even the PDP members.
And that's a statement.
So yes, that's sending a signal to them that look, we want
one of us. We want him. It's our leader.
And goes a long way in putting a sharp a spear in the ADC coalition.
Yes, because ADC, you see, the problem that we have with the ADC is that even at the best of times, the former vice president did not really have full control of Adamawa State, even in the best of times.
Yes.
Okay.
You understand? So now I believe that his position is even weaker, because if for whatever reason Governor Fintiri moves to APC, APC will become the dominant party in that state.
Wow.
Not minding the fact that Atiku Abubakar is from that state.
And the politics, the everyday man, the elector is king here. So if a governor jumps ship, you think it is easy
especially a governor that has done very well. Fintiri, like I said, is a very... You remember that even when Madam Benabi tried to wrestle power from him.
that short...
Benani.
Benani,
Madam Benani. I thought it was very difficult for her to be able to wrestle the power from Fintiri. Fintiri has been there. He has proved himself, and then he has done very well. So when you have done very well, and then you are now coming with that PDP structure to join the APC structure that is state, it becomes...
Yes, in a position of strength.
It becomes very powerful.
The president now has to lead the negotiation. If he's coming, there has to be power sharing, and power sharing based on strength. I'm looking at maybe something like 60-40, you know, for in the state. A situation in which the president could then allow the governor to produce his successor, while the governor's camp supports the president wholeheartedly. They allow the APC to deliver the president, while the matter of who becomes the next governor will be left in the hands of the governor. So this is a kind of deal that I suspect could then happen. I know that in a lot of the states, the president is allowing those governors to come back. So once, like the governor of Kano now, who was afraid that Kwankwaso wanted to stop his second term. Now, having gone to the APC, is guaranteed an automatic second term. In fact, I've had the leader of the party in the state, Ganduje, saying that he wants all the other people who are interested in the governorship of Kano to leave it for Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf.
Even the deputy senate president also has also mentioned something like that.
Yes.
Like his supporters should support the.
Yes, and he was
the
interested in the
governor.
governorship before.
Yes, he was
but
interested in the governorship.
he knows they have a more formidable person now who has all the 44 local government chairmen defected with.
Which is a major statement. You see, because when you want to defect from one party to another, who are those going with you?
What are you bringing to the table?
Yeah, what are you bringing to the table? If you can come with 44 local government chairmen and they can say, we want to follow the governor instead of follow Kwakwaso, that's very huge. That's really, really huge. And
What is it?
it's going to be interesting, especially in Kano State.
All right, just to add that we intended to link up with two gentlemen, you know, to further discuss this Adamawa issue. Mustafa Ribadu is the organizing secretary of the APC in Adamawa. We couldn't get him. Same with Saliu Mustafa, national vice chairman of the APC, you know, in the northeast. Sorry, we cannot get them. Better luck next time. Okay.